Oh boy, let's get this show going. All right, North Node in Pisces. I got a little hair on my screen. South Node in Virgo. Okay, before I get into it, I would like to let you all know, God, my screen is like dirty. Like I need to clean this. Like before I get into it, I would like to let you all know that I do birth chart readings. So hit me up at s.island55@yahoo.com and also follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. That will be in the description box below once this video is uploaded. All right. So let's get into the explanation of North Node and South Node in astrology. And by the way, this is the final North Node video. I gotta, mention that this is the final North Node video out of the series because Pisces is the last sign. So this is the last one. All right. So the North Node is your destiny. It's your life purpose. It's the lifestyle that you're supposed to be, moving towards. It's a lifestyle that you're supposed to be living in this lifetime. Whereas your South Node is your old habits. I'm having breathing problems. I need to take my inhaler. Give a asthmatic a chance to catch our oxygen. Now y'all know how it work. Now y'all see what we got to go through. All right. The South Node is your past. All right. You could say past lives if you believe in past lives. And it's also old habits that you are so used to that you clung to so tightly, but that you need to let go of now because it's no longer working for you. Okay. So, having a North Node in Pisces, you need to live in a more Pisces like energy and you need to let go of that Virgo mentality, which is a mentality of perfectionism, honey, like super detail oriented, like maybe a little bit, what's the word? Picky, like super duper picky to a point where you're obsessive. You have already mastered being analytical. You have already mastered things that are Virgo related, like medicine and health and the mind and analytics and, gaining things in the material world, being able to work, a regular job in this, what they call the matrix. But you need to step more into your spiritual energy. I call this embracing spirituality for a reason. You need to embrace your spiritual nature and you need to trust your intuition more than you trust logic. You do this a lot, right? You just like somebody may say, maybe you should have faith in God, maybe you should have faith in the universe instead of being so, you know, um, anal about this and always trying to do everything yourself. Maybe you should, leave some of it to God. Maybe you should leave some of it to your angels or your spirit guides or whatever. And you kind of respond like, what? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, there's no such thing. Like, we all know that the only way that you can have what you want is to work for it. But that's not necessarily the case, especially not for you. Maybe for someone who has the opposite placement to you, it'll be a little bit more true for them. But even they have a spiritual life mission and life path. Your life path is going to be very spiritual, and you will have a lot of very unique spiritual experiences. And you probably already are a spiritual person, but especially in your younger years, you probably judged yourself for being so spiritual. Or you didn't allow yourself to feel that sense of spirituality, and you may have been very guarded with your emotions. You didn't really open up and let people know how you were feeling because you kind of like judged too much display of emotions. But in this lifetime, you need to display that emotion. You need to get in tune with your emotions and your feelings and allow yourself to feel and allow people to vent to you. Be that emotional what's the word? Be that shoulder to cry on. You know what I'm saying? Be, more nurturing. All right. I wrote down that this is a challenge for you. One of your challenges in this lifetime is to embrace your emotions and to allow your imagination to run wild because Pisces is the sign of imagination. Pisces is a super duper imaginative sign. Albert Einstein was a Pisces sun, right? And he would have quotes that would say things like, imagination is more important than logic and things like that. And that's very true, especially for you. You need to allow yourself to be more imaginative and to be more creative and to be more artistic and less, technical. I wrote down that in past lives, there was a lot of rigidity. Is that the word? Like a lot of like rigid energy going on. A lot of structure and routine that kind of stifled your spirituality, and you need to let that go. All right, be a part of things that allow you to feel the presence of God, and that allows you to feel the presence of spirituality, and to be a part of the spiritual realm, and to know that there is something bigger than all of us out here. And some call it God, some call it the universe, or whatever you want to call it. I like my alien earrings, by the way. um what was I saying? Oh, I see. I got distracted, y'all. Like my freaking ADHD. Okay. I put that in past lives, you were always searching for perfection, always trying to succeed in the material world, and most likely you did succeed. But in this lifetime, that's not going to work for you. You may try to stay in that energy of trying to succeed in the material world, trying to be successful in the physical realm, and then you find that you don't feel fulfilled, or you feel that there's something missing, or you just don't quite hit the nail on the head with the hammer, or whatever the saying is. You don't quite hit the spot, and you're like, there is something missing. And it is because your life is lacking extraordinariness. Your life is lacking, imagination and fantasy and things that are just so out of this world. Try delving into spirituality. Try researching about things like angels and fairies and spirits and things like that, because that will definitely benefit you, and your soul will be a lot, feel a lot more fulfilled. Okay. You are prone to being very, very critical of yourself and of other people, having a Virgo South Node, because Virgos are super picky, super critical, super judgmental. And so in this lifetime, you are challenged to let go of that critical nature and that judgmental nature. All right, yeah, you stuck to the rules. You stuck to the rules, and you never deviated from the rules. You never deviated from structure. And that's not going to work for you in this lifetime. You need to be more of your spiritual self. You're more of your free, creative self. And don't let anybody like put you in a box. And don't let anybody tell you that no, like spirituality isn't real. That's just hocus pocus. Like, don't let nobody tell you that, especially yourself. Don't let yourself tell you that, because you probably will tell yourself that sometime. Okay. In past lives, you most likely were, worked in the medical field, or, was like a nurse or a doctor or like a servant or a housekeeper or something like that, because that's like strong Virgo energy. But in this lifetime, if you're going to do that in this lifetime, you need to learn how to incorporate more spiritual things into that, like meditation and Reiki healing and, things like that, like chakras and crystals and things like that. That'll definitely work for you. Okay. Your spiritual mission is to practice freedom. Okay. Freedom, free your mind of so much perfectionism. All right. Free your mind, and allow yourself to make mistakes. You being so critical of yourself, you probably were like really hard on yourself when you made mistakes. And in past lives, people probably really depended on you. Like, they probably really depended on your intelligence. So you made sure that you were like really smart, and that you were like at the top of your game, because you may have been a doctor who was like saving lives, and people relied on you. They were always calling you Dr. So-and-so, Dr. Virgo, like, we need you. And if you didn't perform well, people may have died, so this kind of Virgo energy may be really intense. Okay. Let's check these notes here. You need to recognize that you learn from your mistakes, that you don't just make mistakes just to embarrass yourself or just to hurt yourself. Like, everything happens for a reason, a very specific, divine, spiritual reason. Okay. And you need to understand that and know that mistakes happen for a reason. They don't just happen just to hurt you. Okay, you need to practice forgiveness and allow people to sometimes just not be this perfect person for you. Like, you may have had really high expectations for yourself, especially in your past lives and in your past and your youth. You may have really high standards and expectations for people that they never seem to quite meet up to, and maybe it's because your standards are just too high. And maybe your standards are fine and some people just suck. But either way, you need to learn to forgive, because that's something that may hold you back in this lifetime. It's just holding on to grudges and not allowing people to just be human, wanting people to just be perfect, or not forgiving yourself. You may hold on to this lack of forgiveness for something that you did in a past life, and it may be resonating with you now. You know what I mean? You may have messed up in a past life and you still have this energy of like, I just want to be perfect, and why did I make this mistake, and da 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 da. you know and so you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable, and especially for love is really important for you in this lifetime, because we all know Pisces are super duper lovey-dovey people. Pisces are suckers for love, and you deep down are a sucker for love, but you are just too afraid to express that to other people. You need love, okay? In order to get the love that you really really deeply desire, you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable and have compassion. Okay. So let's see. Let go of control. That's something that you need to let go of in this lifetime. Let go of this control, clinging so tightly to certain outcomes. You need to combine the awareness of health with your South Node Virgo with spiritual healing, which is your North Node in Pisces. All right. So you need to release worrying, because you can be a serious worry wart, like you may have high anxiety. You need to let go of worrying. You need to let go of anxiety. You need to let go of feeling like you need to do everything by yourself. You need to understand that you have help, and you can call on your guides, you can call on your angels, you can call on God, and you will have assistance. You're not just doing this by yourself. You need to let go of perfectionism. Hello, Israel. You need to let go of this analysis paralysis way of doing things. And you need to let go of the fact that you need to let go of the fact, how do I say this? Let go of always trying to do things the hard way. Like, you don't always need to do things the hard way. Like, you can get help. Let go of micromanaging. Let go of the dismissal of spirituality and intuition and divine guidance. And let go of being so skeptical. You need to embrace art and artistic abilities. You probably are very very artistic, and you may not use that, but you need to use that. Okay, so you need to embrace your artistic abilities, embrace your imagination, embrace creative freedom, embrace being a healer, because you are most likely are a healer and you'll be really good at it. And embrace developing your psychic abilities, because you have psychic abilities. You probably have visions, and it's really good for you to delve into that and look at that. And it will also be really good for you in this lifetime to research dreams. Look up the meaning of your dreams, because your dreams are going to be very significant to you in this lifetime. You need to also embrace having faith in the universe, and you need to surrender. Just surrender. Just admit that you don't have all the answers, that you want to. You want to so bad. You so desperately want to have all the answers. You so desperately want to be that super genius, smart person who just knows what to do, but sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you truly do feel lost, and you won't really admit that to anybody, but you feel that way, and you need to just surrender. Surrender to the truth, which is you don't have all the answers, and the only one who has all the answers is God. Is the spirit of divinity. All right, and look to God, and just admit, I surrender. Just admit, God, I don't know what I'm doing, and just say, I surrender to you. So that's the vibe for North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And also share this video with your friends, and subscribe to this channel, and subscribe to my other channel called Itty Bitty Black Alien. I plan to post some more fashion, beauty videos to that channel as well. You said my baby sis has this placement. Interesting. So you should send her this video. Send her this video, and it'll teach her some things. All right, where's my phone at? I don't even know where my phone at, but I'll check that later. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Deuces. Deuces. Do-do-do-do-do.